The 2023 theme park season has officially begun, with parks all over the country reopening their rides and roller coasters up until the end of the year. There's a whole bunch of exciting developments coming over the next few years at UK theme parks, from new themed areas to refurbishments and even some new record-breaking roller coasters. There's plenty to be excited for. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at 8 new additions coming to UK theme parks in 2023 and 2024. But before we get started, if you do enjoy watching this video, then please consider hitting that like button to let me know. And if you are new around here, then please consider hitting that subscribe button and ringing that notification bell so you don't miss a single thing, because we make plenty of theme park and adventure videos here which you don't want to miss. So this first one is the only one on this list that is currently open, and we've been lucky enough to ride it. The Curse at Alton Manor is the brand new refurbed and rethemed Jewel, The Haunted House Strikes Back, and it's incredible. Arguably the best dark ride here in the UK. This new dark ride has ripped out the laser blasters and the goofy zombies and turned it into a horror experience which is unlike anything else you'll find here in the UK. Now the ride system itself and the track layout is exactly the same, and there's even some references to Jewel. However, the use of new theming, lighting, scents and special effects are fantastic. Don't get me wrong, I will miss Jewel in some ways. Interactive dark rides are fun, especially when visiting with friends and family. However, the Curse at Alton Manor is miles better than Jewel, and if you get a chance to ride it, then I'm sure you will agree. If you want to check out our vlog featuring the Curse at Alton Manor, or if you want to hear my full review of this brand new ride, then I'll leave the links down in the description below. In May, a brand new and much anticipated new area is coming to Chessington World of Adventures, and that is the world of Jumanji. This brand new area is themed to, you guessed it, Jumanji, and will feature 2 flat rides and 1 roller coaster. One of the flat rides will be called Mamba Strike, and the other will be called Ostrich Stampede. Both will be quite thrilling flat rides, however it doesn't appear that they'll be too intense, as Chessington is a family park. Then there's of course the main attraction, that is Mandrill Mayhem, a B&M'd winged coaster which will be the first coaster in the park to feature an inversion. You will be launched across the track, encounter that inversion, and then you will reach a giant jaguar shrine. As you spiral to the top of that shrine, you will then drop backwards and go back along the track and that inversion again, but this time of course, backwards. This is unlike anything else at Chessington World of Adventures, and I'm sure it's going to be a super popular attraction. The whole area could possibly be one of the best themed in the UK too. We'll just have to wait and see when it opens, and that will be on the 15th of May. Although there's plenty of new additions coming to the Alton Towers resort over the next few years, there is one thing that is missing for 2023, and that is Nemesis. This classic coaster is currently closed as it undergoes a retrack, so we'll unfortunately be unable to ride it for the whole of the 2023 season. However, let's talk about the good news, because when Nemesis reopens in 2024, it's going to be bigger and better than ever before. That iconic Nemesis roar will be a little bit quieter, but that's okay. But the main positive to come from this retrack will be the smoothness of the ride. I've never found Nemesis to be too rough, but with a retrack it's going to make it even more smoother and a more enjoyable ride experience. Alton Towers have done a fantastic job at marketing this retrack, and I cannot wait to see what they do with the marketing as we get closer to the coaster reopening again. And talking of reopening, it's almost certain that Nemesis Subterra will be reopening at some point this year. At the time of recording this video, this ride that closed in 2015 has not yet been announced that it's reopening, however it has been testing, so it's highly likely that it will reopen. As well as that, since the park opened for the 2023 season, there's been Phalanx members outside of Nemesis Subterra, so yeah, it's looking very likely that it is going to reopen. It would also benefit Forbidden Valley too, with Nemesis being closed, as it will bring more guests into the area. Could we possibly see a new story linked to Nemesis being closed too? That would be really cool to see. But whether it's a new story or the original, if Subterra does open later this year, it will add another immersive dark ride to the growing list of attractions at the park. Sticking with Alton Towers, let's talk about the new attraction which will hopefully be coming to the park in 2024. This attraction is currently being called Project Horizon, which is a little bit strange as whenever Alton Towers build a new roller coaster, they've always codenamed them as a secret weapon. Secret Weapon 3 was Nemesis, Secret Weapon 7 was the Smiler, Secret Weapon 8 was the Wicker Man, so you'd think that Secret Weapon 9 would be this new ride. But that's not the case. So that does raise a few questions about what this new attraction could be. It's been made pretty obvious that this will be a new roller coaster, an indoor roller coaster, and if that is the case, then this will be the first indoor roller coaster since the Black Hole closed. Now I know that 13 does have that indoor section at the end of the ride, but if this is a roller coaster, then it'll be the first one since the Black Hole to be completely enclosed. The ride building is going to be located in the former Coaster Corner area of the park, and it's about 230 feet in length, so yeah, that's definitely enough space to fit a roller coaster. We know that the planning application has been approved, so this new ride is definitely coming at some point in the near future. The park have kept these plans very much under wraps, and we know little to no news. But if it's anything like what we've seen with the Curse at Alton Manor, it'll be something to be very excited for. When more news is shared, we'll be sure to keep you updated right here on this channel. We're heading out of the Alton Towers Resort now, and we're going to be looking at some new additions coming to the island like no other, Thorpe Park. If you didn't already know, the future is looking very big, quite literally, for Thorpe Park. This is because next year in 2024, they will be opening the UK's tallest roller coaster. This new coaster will be a massive 236 feet, beating the current UK's tallest, the big one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, which is 213 feet. This has been a long time coming because Thorpe Park haven't received a new roller coaster since the Swarm, which was all the way back in 2012, over 10 years ago. This new roller coaster will replace what was once Logger's Leap, and when it does open, it won't only just be one of the biggest roller coasters in the UK, I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of the best too. The new roller coaster will be manufactured by Mack Rides, who have manufactured some of the best roller coasters all over the world, such as Copperhead Strike and Time Traveller at Silver Dollar City. Also new for Thorpe Park this year is the rethemed Derren Brown's Ghost Train, which has been renamed just Ghost Train. The VR elements will be removed, which I'm sure everyone will agree is a good thing. It will feature live actors, a new storyline, and new special effects. Thorpe Park have also mentioned that this will be one of the longest ride experiences in the UK, which is great to hear. Ghost Train opens this spring, but at the time of recording this video we haven't yet received a date, but seeing as we're already in spring, it's very likely that we could get a date any day now. So if a date is announced, then I'll be sure to post it down in the description below. The same goes for Subterra too. But yeah, Ghost Train is going to be very interesting, and I'm excited to experience it later this year. That, along with the new coaster coming in 2024, makes these next 2 years very big for Thorpe Park, and it's great to see that the park is heading in the right direction by bringing new and exciting additions. So, moving away from Merlin-owned theme parks now, let's move on over to Drayton Manor. As with a few of the entries in this list, we haven't heard too much information about this new roller coaster at all. All we know so far is that it's coming, and it's looking likely that it will be in 2024, and it will be located where the former Apocalypse used to be, which closed last year. But we don't know a manufacturer yet or any of the details so far, but I'm sure as we head further into 2023, more details will be revealed. What we do know though is that it's very likely to be a special one, as Drayton Manor has said themselves that it will be one of the UK's best roller coasters. So even though we know little to no information on this new ride, it's hopeful that it will be a good one. When we receive more details, I'll share them right here on the channel. Finally, let's talk about Valhalla at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Now this has been long awaited. This refurbishment started before the pandemic, and now it's April 2023, so yeah, expect big things from this refurbishment. Now I never actually got to experience this ride before, so for me personally, this will be a brand new ride when it opens. However, what I do know is that even before the refurb, it was one of the UK's best rides, so I am very excited to get on it this year. Now if you don't know what Valhalla is, it's an indoor flume ride which features special effects such as fire, water and even snow. Although I will have nothing to compare it to, it will be interesting to see what Blackpool Pleasure Beach have done with this £4 million refurbishment. Maybe we'll see some new effects, maybe some new elements and scenes in this ride. We'll just have to wait and see. The ride will reopen for technical rehearsals on the 7th of April, and then I'd imagine it'll officially open later that month or in May. Did you ever ride Valhalla? If so, let me know your thoughts of a ride before the new refurbishments down in the comments below. So there we have it, some of the new additions coming to UK theme parks in 2023 and 2024. Of course, things change all the time. We may see some new additions be announced, we may see further delays, only time will tell. But we'll be sharing all the latest news and updates right here on the channel, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of those announcements. Which theme park edition are you most excited for this year? Let me know down in the comments below. But that is it for this video, so thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.